What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, it's your homie, FuturisticMike, and I'm back with another Tyler Perry's Ruthless video if you're new. Now, this is going to be the review and recap for Ruthless, Season 1, Episode 20. If you're a fan of Ruthless, if you love Ruthless, hit the like on this video. If you're new to my channel and this is the first time you're finding me, subscribe and turn on those post notifications so when I post videos on Ruthless, you get them. Like I said in my last video, I took a little break from Ruthless, but I'm giving y'all the recaps back to back. I liked this episode a lot more than I did episode 19. This episode was crazy, man, especially the end of this episode. I'm going to get into all that in the recap, but the title to this episode is The Dark Walkers, and the description for this episode reads, Lilo's complaint about Lacey leads to a camp-wide inquiry. The highest questions Daikon's loyalty, Brian confronts Lynn about her drug use, and Ruth learns of the highest plans for her. Now, when the episode first starts, we leave right off where we left off in the last episode. Oliver is pissed off at Lilo, and I mean he's pissed, man. You can tell by the look all over his face that he just wants to grab Lilo by his bald ass head, grab him, throw him on the ground, and stomp his head in. That's how mad Oliver looks, man. Oliver is not playing around. Lilo, he does not be coming correct at people at all. He disrespects people, like he really disrespects people. But I guess he can get away with that because he's a probation officer or a parole officer or whatever. And I guess he runs everything in the compound and everything. So without him, there would be no place for everybody to live. So that's why everybody just obeys his orders and stuff. But Oliver was pissed, man. He had to eventually walk away. Daikon shows up, and Daikon says to let Lilo in. Next, we see the highest talking to Daikon, and then he asks him if he's ever fell in love with a woman before. It seems like the highest is starting to get suspicious of Daikon. It seems like, the highest might think that Daikon is messing around with a woman inside the walls. Then we see the highest skipping with the children and stuff. We never ever see the children hardly. And then Elder Mother walks up and says that she loves to see him with the children. It seems like everywhere you turn in this place, here comes Elder Mother. It just seems like you can't go anywhere in this compound without her lurking or without her 2 cents. She needs to shut up. But next we see Brian. He's standing outside the bathroom, and Lynn gets up and she goes into the bathroom. And she says that he needs to fix the toilet. Brian says that the toilet is already fixed, that he did that on purpose because he needed to get a drug test from her. And the drug test comes back that she was positive for cocaine. They hardly ever show Lynn anymore, and honestly, she's just annoying. She's like a pointless character at this point. I mean, at first, I could see why they were using her character because she was going to the compound. It seemed like they were going to try to recruit her, and then she just stopped going there. She just became addicted to drugs. So her character is kind of pointless to me, and I hate seeing her on the screen. I wish they would do something else with her character. Now we see Paula laying on the bed, and Zane is trying to help her. But Elder Mother walks in and says, "What are you doing?" and tells Zane to get out of there. Then she tells Paula that she needs to get up and she doesn't need to be laying down all day. She sees that she puked in a bucket and she's going off because Paula puked. Like, really? Nobody can do anything around this place without Elder Mother complaining about something. So you mean to tell me somebody is not allowed to puke now? Like, if you throw up, then that's just what your body wants you to do. Elder Mother is making it seem like Paula can't even throw up. She is psycho. This woman is weird. She's evil. And she looks in the puke and she says, "What is that black stuff?" And it's the charcoal that they snuck Paula so she could feel better. I think she said she got it from like the grill outside or something though. She made up an excuse and Elder Mother believed it. But she told Paula to get up and get her ass up and walk. Now we see Clark talking to Oliver and he's still pissed off because of Lilo. And Clark tells Oliver to take a walk. Then we see Daikon talking to Clark, and Daikon wants to know who in the hell has the biggest dick in here. And this show is just crazy, man. Like, it keeps getting more bizarre. I'm just like, are you serious? What else am I gonna see, or what else are they gonna say that's gonna have me like, what the hell? But I guess Lilo said that the last girl he got, who was Lacey, was super loose and it seemed like she was ran through. So somebody with a big dick was up in her or something. So Daikon literally wants Clark to be on the lookout for who has the biggest dick. Like, are you serious? So Clark was like, I'm really on dick watch. Now we get to Zane and Ruth is talking to Zane about if they can trust Joan or not. And Zane says that they can. Ruth is telling her that she doesn't know, but Joan told her that she wrote the letter. That one letter that somebody wrote that they could get to like somebody of power so they could get out of there. Next we see Oliver. He's checking the perimeter. You know, he took a walk like Clark told him to do, and Andrew sneaks up on him and slams him on the ground. I like that little sneak move that Andrew did. But Andrew comes up to Oliver and asks if he can watch Tally for him while he's gone, because they're sending him on a mission. You know, he has to go and do something for the highest, which is to kill Sarah, his wife. So he asked that Oliver watches over Tally while he's gone. So Oliver asked for a favor in return, and it's that, you know, Andrew can find out what happens to the girls that Lilo takes, and he wants to know about Lacey. And Andrew said that he knew something was going on with Lacey and him. But they said that they would help each other, and then Andrew goes on his way. Next, we get to Brian and Mac. They're talking in Mac's office, and Brian tells Mac everything about Malcolm and the affair, him sleeping with Andrew's wife, Sarah. He tells Mac everything, and Mac is not happy. He's pissed off. He says that he's going to talk to Malcolm as soon as he sees him, and this is probably not going to be good for Malcolm. He should have never tried to sleep with a co-worker's wife. That was a dumb move, so it's not going to be good for him. Mac calls Malcolm and leaves him a voicemail to come and see him as soon as he gets there. Now we get to this dude Yancey talking to Tally, and she comes up to him and asks if he wants something to drink, and he thinks that she wants something because she's not supposed to be offering nobody nothing. That's against the rules. They're not supposed to be taking nothing out of the kitchen or they'll get punished or something. Now next we see the sheriff, and we haven't seen him in a long ass time. He comes into the police station and then he goes into his office, and that's where Polk and Melinda were having sex, and he smells perfume back there. So he asked Polk, like, man, what is that smell? Were you back here with somebody? Did you have somebody back in my office? And he says no, and then he says he has to go home and get some sleep because he's so tired. So whatever Melinda gave him is still in his system because he's still super tired. But the sheriff ain't stupid. He smells something. This dude got the nose of a bloodhound or something because he can smell everything. Now, we get back to Yancey and Tally, and he drank what she brought him, and he said that it was really good. They were talking a little bit, and then when they were done, Tally grabbed something, and I couldn't tell exactly what it was, but she grabbed it and she flushed it down a toilet or something. I don't know what she's trying to do, but she has something up her sleeve, and it probably involves her trying to get out of this place. Now next we see Ruth talking to Paula, and Ruth wants to know if Joan can be trusted, because Zane said that Joan could be, but Paula said not to trust Joan because she doesn't trust her, and Zane trusts everybody. So she tells Ruth not to trust her at all. Now we see one of the elder mothers come in, and she's wondering why Ruth is in there talking to Paula. She tells Ruth that she shouldn't be in there and that she's been wandering around a lot lately, and she says that it better not happen again. Now, River wants to talk to Ruth, and he brings up that she smells so good. She tells him that she uses a little extra lemon and jasmine in her soap because River was so curious why she smells so good. So she told him, and he said that he's been using her soap a little bit because he loves her smell. And then he tells Ruth how he mentioned to the highest that maybe he should take a wife and it should be her. And she is not happy with that idea at all. You know, she is not happy that River brought that up. I don't know why River is so stuck on the idea that Ruth should be the highest wife, but he won't give it up. Now we see River talking to the highest. He goes into his trailer and they're talking about Ruth, and River tells him how she mixes lemon and jasmine in her soap and stuff, and that's why he smells like her, because he used it a couple times. And he says that he told her how, He thinks the highest and her should be husband and wife. And the highest wants to know if River thinks Ruth is worthy, because he has his suspicion that Daikon is messing around with somebody, and he probably thinks Daikon is messing around with Ruth. Daikon probably smells like Ruth. I mean, he slept with her many times. But the highest is not too excited about this idea of him getting with Ruth and her becoming his wife. He's not too excited at all. Now next, we get to the highest. He's standing outside on the porch, and Daikon walks up, and the highest is talking. He's trying to make a point. He's talking about all kinds of stuff, and then he says something about a flower, and he asks Daikon, who is the flower, or what is the flower, or something like that. He was trying to see if Daikon could understand him on a deep level, to really see if Daikon knew what he was talking about. He kept asking Daikon if there was something that he wanted to tell him. Daikon was looking very scared because the highest looked pretty pissed off. And next thing you know, you see the highest punching Daikon in the face, and he gets down and he starts screaming. And he says, "Are you fucking Ruth?" So he really thinks Daikon is smashing Ruth, and he really is smashing Ruth. So the highest isn't gonna think this for nothing. Now, why does the highest think this? Hopefully we find out in the next episode, but Daikon looks spooked. I never seen Daikon act like this before. Daikon always acts like he has so much authority, like nobody can mess with him. But the highest really spooked the hell out of him in this episode. I mean, I was shocked at the end of this episode. I'm like, yo, are you for real? Did that really just happen? But damn, I was shocked. Daikon did not know that was coming. He punched him real quick. But this was definitely a solid episode. What did you guys think of this one? Do you think the highest is gonna find out that Daikon is sleeping with Ruth for real? What do you think's gonna happen in the next episode? Comment your thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your theories, thoughts, predictions, and everything else for the rest of the season? We only have 4 more episodes. What do you think's gonna happen? Keep supporting your boy, and I'll be continuing to bring y'all Ruthless content in the future. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and smash that notification bell so you can never miss a video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me get out of here, y'all. It's your boy FuturisticMike, and I'll talk to you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.